The Wishes and Last Moments of Farrah Fawcett. Heatbreaking. They say that a mother never stops worrying about her children, and Farrah Fawcett was thinking about her son, Redmond O'Neal, during her very last moments alive. Charlie's Angels star Farrah Fawcett had an incredible acting career, but she sadly died too soon. Her only son, Redmond O'Neal, couldn't be at her bedside because he was facing legal issues. Still, Fawcett always kept him in her mind as her very last words were about him. Sadly, Redmond has failed to get his life back on track. Read on to see what he has been up to. Farrah Fawcett's illness. In 2006, after over 3 decades of wowing her fans with outstanding performances in films and TV shows and breathtaking photos as a fashion model, Fawcett was diagnosed with anal cancer. It was a tough blow for the actress, but instead of falling victim to depression and doing nothing about it, she made her cancer ordeal public and redefined herself. Initially, she chronicled part of the disease in Farrah's Story, a documentary she and her close friend Alana Stewart co-produced and for which she even received a Primetime Emmy Award nomination. Fawcett went public with her diagnosis to stay positive while fighting the disease. As a result, she received thousands of letters from people thanking her for her courage. In 2007, she created the Farrah Fawcett's Foundation to fund human papillomavirus, HPV, related cancer research, prevention, and education. It also assisted patients in need. Unfortunately, Fawcett passed away on June 25, 2009. She was 62 years old. Mayla Murphy, one of her dearest friends who was at her side at St. John's Health Center in Los Angeles, confessed that she always believed the actress would survive. Fawcett's final words. Murphy admitted that the last thing Fawcett said was the name of her son, Redmond. Redmond was behind bars on drug charges at the time, so he couldn't be at his mom's bedside. Given that her only child had been struggling with drug addictions for years, Murphy told the actress that she would take care of him and always be there for him. A few hours after hearing that, Fawcett died. Fawcett's longtime partner and Redmond's father Ryan O'Neal got Pauline's ashes brought over from Texas to grant her last wish. In 2019, he admitted not a single day went by that he didn't love the actress. Fawcett and O'Neal's relationship. Even though they never married, they were together on and off for years. In 1997, they parted ways seemingly for good, but they got back together in 2001, shortly after O'Neal was diagnosed with leukemia and Fawcett stepped in to help. One of Fawcett's friends, Sylvia Dorsey, pointed out that their relationship was far from perfect due to his volatility. Still, he was the love of Fawcett's life, Dorsey explained. O'Neal also spent some time with Fawcett at St. John's Medical Center. He slept in a cot by her side and told the story of when they first met the night before she died. Murphy pointed out that it was his way of telling the actress how much he loved her. In response, Fawcett rolled her eyes and smiled. O'Neal even popped the question weeks before she died. Stewart also shared her thoughts on their relationship by saying that the two had a deep bond and love, and no matter their ups and downs, O'Neal was the person Fawcett wanted by her side. Fawcett's son legal issues. Coming back to Redmond, he has unfortunately been in and out of jail for years. Apart from spending some time behind bars in 2009, he was a suspect in a week-long crime spree in the Venice Beach and Palms neighborhoods in May 2018. Later that month, he was arrested for suspicion of robbing a 7-Eleven store in Venice Beach. He reportedly used a knife to threaten the store clerk and demanded an undisclosed amount of money. As a result, he was charged with 6 counts, including drug possession. Redmond was also hit with attempted murder charges, 2 counts of assault with a deadly weapon, and other charges for the previously mentioned week-long crime spree. According to prosecutors, he attacked 5 men and seriously injured at least 2. One of them was rushed to the hospital with stab wounds. Redmond pleaded not guilty, and a judge denied bail. In October 2019, a commissioner considered that Fawcett's son was incompetent to stand trial, so he was sent to a state mental hospital in Norwalk. In the facility, Redmond was reportedly diagnosed with schizophrenia, bipolar disorder, and antisocial personality disorder. If the hospital staff believes he is incompetent to acknowledge the charges he is facing, his court status will be reconsidered. The details of his case are unclear. Things were not always that bad for Redmond, as he used to be a voice actor. He worked in The Brave Little Toaster Goes to Mars and Johnny Bravo. After Fawcett's passing, her son was left with a $4.5 million trust. He could only have access to the interest from the account, approximately $300,000 per year before taxes. Her fans hope Redmond will get his life back on track soon.